Mexico City has a dark secret. There are giants that completely encircle it. Some are dormant, and some are very much alive. We are on a trip to visit some of these megalithic beasts and to conquer them. Or will they conquer us? We're at the base of Nevado de Toluca, dressed in our winter gear, ready to climb the mountain. Hopefully we can. Hopefully we can get right to the top.
It is 4,680 meters high. That's why we were a little bit chilly, but we got used to the altitude by sleeping at the base of the mountain. And I think we're ready to go, so let's do this.
Let's go. Our Mexican journey continues along the PanAmerican highway. Our first stop this time is Nevado de Toluca, which is just an hour's drive southwest of Mexico City. There are 48 active volcanoes in Mexico, and in this episode, we are only going to visit 3 of them. That being said, they are some of the most beautiful, and one is the most active. Nevado de Toluca last erupted over 10,000 years ago, so it's rather safe as far as volcanoes go. And after the drive up at 4,160 meters, we make it to the parking lot, the furthest you can drive.
I think this is probably the furthest we can drive.
We'll see. I have no idea what to expect right now. I think we got to pay some more money to get in, to go up.
With the car, you think?
I don't know. I have no idea.
All right, let's see. But we're gonna try and drive as far as we can. Because more driving means less walking.
The summit of Nevado de Toluca is a whopping 4,680 meters, so we need to be prepared. A good set of sunglasses is crucial to be able to see at high altitudes. A solid pair of hiking poles to be able to ascend and descend the treacherous rocks and cliffs is necessary. Your hiking bag needs to be comfortable and allow full movement while in the alpine. Any restrictions in movement may cost you precious energy that you'll most certainly need. I think we're ready.
Are we completely prepared? Warm jacket.
Check.
Check. Scarf or buff. I don't have that, but my jacket goes up. Thermal underwear.
No.
Trekking poles, check. Boots, check. Waterproof pants, check. First aid kit, no.
We didn't bring a first aid kit.
Backpack, check. Hat,
Check.
check.
All right.
Looks like we're gonna survive this one.
I think so.
I think it's a bit overkill though, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right, entrada, here we go.
Through the gates, and we're off on our biggest hike of Mexico yet. So we found the way. We didn't need to pay again. It was literally just a parking lot down there and the entryway to this pathway up to the crater. There's no wind, it's hot, but it's gonna be good. As we set foot on the edge of the crater, we take a look in all directions. Down we see the mouth of the dormant volcano, which took its last breath aeons ago. So we have 2 ways to go. We can either go do the loop up to the top peak at 4,680 meters, or we can go down to the crater and go down to the water. I don't know what we're gonna do right now.
I'm saying we're going to the peak. What do you think?
Sure, we're here early. We wait a few minutes and weigh our options about what we want to do. But it's clear that there's only one obvious choice. We ascend into the danger zone. Hopefully prepared enough, we set off. Our first time hiking in this altitude in a long time. It's a slow process. We take the time we need to catch our breath. But the views we're getting up here in the high alpine are breathtaking. We are so far away from home, but the mountains bring us closer. However, trouble brews as we approach a difficult section that we don't think we are prepared for. Well, we almost made it up. We made it about a quarter, maybe a third of the way around the entire ring. But as you can see behind me, there is a cliff face. And unfortunately, we don't have the kind of climbing gear to complete this hike. We made it up to probably 4,300 meters, and we get amazing views. So we're happy with what we've accomplished, but that's it. We're gonna have some lunch, head back down. This ancient monster got the best of us this day. But if you don't feel prepared, then safety is the most important thing. We are just happy to be here, standing high in this wonderful land. We're moving on from Nevado de Toluca to a much more well-known and popular volcano. And we are taking a very aptly named route, the Ruta Volcanoes. Our drive takes us a few days, as we need to pass Mexico City through back roads and numerous small towns. But eventually we make it to the drive that takes us to the visitor center, where we can hopefully get a pass that allows us to climb up the much more recently erupted Iztaccíhuatl.
Looks like we cannot pass. We cannot drive up to where we want to go. Gracias. Thank you. So we need to figure out the situation. Let's check what's going on. We've heard all kinds of different informations about how we can climb this mountain. So we're at the visitor center right now, and we're going to figure it out.
Unlucky for us, we arrive on a weekend, which means the park is extremely busy. We are told to just wait and come back first thing.
This is our camp spot for tonight, and it has already been great because this guy decided to erupt a little bit. We could just hear it rumbling, and as you can see, the smoke is still on top of it, so that is really, really cool. Tomorrow we are going to try and get to another point closer to the Itza so that we can climb from there. So we need to get permission tomorrow, and hopefully we can make it there. Otherwise, we're just gonna wait until this guy decides to put on a show again.
Not our first time setting up camp in a parking lot, but definitely the first time eating dinner next to an active volcano.
Good morning. I got up a little early this morning. Travis is still sleeping because we need to get permission to drive to La Joya, which is up in the mountain there, so that we can climb from there. And the officer told us to come back this morning as early as possible to check if we can get that permission. So that's what I'm about to do now. Let's go. Okay, I just received a form that I need to fill in. I'm gonna do that together with Travis, so let's see where he is. And yeah, hopefully that is the next step for us going up the mountain. Yoo-hoo! Good morning! How are you?
Good.
How did you sleep?
Good.
Not too much rumbling from the volcano?
No, it's okay.
Look what I have.
What do you have?
So, there's a form we need to fill in.
Oh, good.
So let's do that together.
Right. We feel lucky that we were able to get this form, as many of the people we've spoken to on the road have not been so lucky.
We got our bracelets. That
Yep.
means that we're going up.
That means we have access to the top of the mountain.
Well, yeah, lots of hiking first too. But yeah, I'm so excited. A lot of people apparently weren't able to go up, so we are really excited that we can go.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing today.
That's a good start to the day. We are rushed up soon after getting the pass as they lock the gate behind us and everyone else. The drive to the base camp isn't long, only about 30 minutes in our truck, or 10 minutes if you're a local. I said, holy snap, crackle, and pop. This is one full parking lot.
That's why you're limited on going.
We have arrived at the La Jolla base camp, and it's extremely busy. But this is the weekend, and we are only a short drive from Mexico City, which has 22 million inhabitants. With Popocatepetl still reminding us he's there, we check out what base camp has to offer. A few vendors and some spots to put your tent, but that's it. So we're just getting ready to do a little pre-hike up the mountain. Not the whole thing, just a little bit, because we're leaving nice and early in the morning. 4 or 5, so it's going to be dark. So we want to go check it out while it's light out so we don't get lost tomorrow. Now this hike is usually about 12 to 14, maybe 15 hours, especially since it's our first time. So another reason why we're heading out nice and early. So let's go check it out now. In addition to not getting lost, a small hike today combined with staying here overnight will help us acclimatize to the much higher altitude. What we're thinking is we're going to get to the first viewpoint called Partillo 1, and I think that might be enough for today. Get the first hour and a bit of the trail that we'll do in the dark tomorrow. Yeah, that's good. Let's see if we can do it.
We can do it. I know we can.
So far, the hike is okay. Some flat sections with some scrambly parts. Otherwise, a good test. Well, that's as high as we're going today. Nice little stop here. We're about an hour into hiking, up about 300 meters. But yeah, we're in for some work tomorrow. What do you think?
I think I'm gonna have a tough time tomorrow, to be honest. Like, definitely don't underestimate the altitude. I take 10 steps and I am completely out of breath, so I hope my body adjusts a little bit more for tomorrow.
That's what we're doing this for today.
Yeah.
A test it will be of endurance and of willpower. We got this.
A little chaotic this morning, but we're almost ready to go. We're gonna make sure the top is down because we're gonna be gone for a lot of hours. We made ourselves some coffee. We made sure that we have enough food, and yeah, we're gonna start climbing real soon. The weather outside looks really, really good, so I think it's gonna be fine.
Pitch black outside for at least the next 2 hours. The trail is calling. Ready?
I'm ready. Are you?
Yeah, let's rock and roll. The trail goes a lot smoother than we expect, and we make great time in the dark. Maybe because it's so much cooler, or maybe because we can't see anything and we have no frame of reference. Either way, we soon make it to Partillo 1, where we have a snack and drink the coffee we made at base camp. And further up at the next rest stop, we start to see the sun peeking through. We got nice views on both Popo, Mexico City, and the summit. So it's looking good.
Good job. The view is just stunning. Look at that.
Another break here with, in all honesty, our favorite view of the day. So it looks like we can see the route the whole way. We're gonna walk along this loose gravel under this cliff to get up to that ridge line up there. Hopefully a nice view. Hopefully a nice view. And then up we go.
I think anywhere we go here, we're gonna have a nice view. Check that out.
The difficult or the most interesting part starts, whichever is your view on it. It's up another couple hundred meters to the next stop. It looks like we made it to the third rest stop along this route. We're at 4,500 meters, 500 plus a little more to go. It's going pretty good. We're only dying a little bit, but
It's not going pretty good.
well, it's going. So let's go.
We'll be fine.
Further still, we make it to the Refugio, a necessary spot if you're up here and the weather turns nasty. Well, they got a bit of safety stuff here, thermal blankets, but not much, I guess. But this is a pretty nice spot if you're in the middle of the wilderness and you need somewhere out of the shelter.
Yeah, if the weather turns on. Alright, great.
Our recommendations are this: hike to this spot in one day, then climb to the summit and back down the next. This hike, it's almost a vertical wall. It's not easy. We are getting close though. At least when we stop every 10 meters to catch our breath, we get a nice view of the ever-erupting Popocatepetl to look at.
I feel like you would be so much faster going up on your own.
Yeah, but it's not what this is about. And in Belgium, they say, "Samenoit."
Samenteus.
There are some scrambly sections that tire you out. This part is really kicking our butt. It's a lot of scrambling, loose rocks, and a vertical wall. We're only about 200 meters left to the top, where we're going to stop. But yeah, let's go. I hope we're almost there.
I share that hope with you.
Yep, we can see the top. Our summit is right there. We're doing this together. Finally, after 10 hours of climbing, the last few meters upward are in reach. This point is success. For us, this is an amazing feeling. At least this guy's giving us a thumbs up. The altitude clearly affecting us, as we both have headaches. This is the highest we've ever climbed, but we are both super proud. That was the highest both of us have ever climbed. Neither of us are feeling too great. I got a headache, that's for sure. Now we gotta go down.
Not yet.
Not yet. We achieved our goal of climbing over 5,000 meters to the top of this volcano. Does it get any better than this? Join us next time as we walk on glass. Experience the city of Oaxaca. We cross some stuff off, and we open some gifts. We see much more of beautiful Mexico. And we talk about it too. But most importantly, we take time to relax.
That's where we're going. Beep beep.